Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the month of July 2024. Happy birthday if it is your birthday this month. The rune that came out for you to represent the month ahead is Uruz, and it is coming out in this inverted position. So there is a lifestyle review taking place for you in the month of July. A lot of events are unfolding rapidly during this time, and some of which feel very out of your control, hard to keep up with, but there may be some complications to health as well, complications to life in general, and I see you really taking into stock, like, can I actually afford my lifestyle? Am I actually healthy, or have I been making unhealthy decisions? Like, I'm seeing you seriously sitting down with yourself and possibly like a partner or anyone really, really close to you, and seriously considering your lifestyle and what you've been doing, because if any of you have been having really bad lifestyle choices, it is deeply affecting you right now. Smoking, especially, if any of you smoke, I'm seeing you seriously sit down with yourself and you're saying, like, okay, is this time to quit because you may be having some symptoms of something more serious, or like just issues like being out of breath all the time, or if you like drink heavily or constantly choose really negative relationships and friendships, or eat very unhealthily, fill in the blank, whatever it may be. I'm seeing you seriously sit down with yourself and get for real, because there's a lot of overwhelming anything in your life that is not built on a strong, healthy foundation. It feels like it's feeling out of hand, like it's getting out of hand, it's getting out of control. Like, I'm getting this feeling like I don't know what to do anymore. Some of you may feel like I'm getting a message here. Someone watching may feel like your weight is getting out of control. Like, I don't know what to do anymore. And you need to get serious, like sit down with yourself and really study, research what works for you, your body, your health, etc. And why things are happening. Why am I getting these intense cravings? Why am I not able to quit smoking? Why am I constantly drawn back to alcohol? Why am I constantly okay with putting myself in these toxic connections? You're seriously having a very serious sit down with yourself, because things are overwhelming a little bit. Okay, let's see what comes out for the oracle this month. Oh wow, all three cards came out at the same time. We have solitude. Yeah, sitting with yourself, being by yourself on your own, really doing some internal changes and healing work, which is very beautiful. Okay, some of you may even feel like you don't want to go out, you don't want to be around people, because there may just be like a lot going on in your life in general, and you're just seeking that solitude, or you just feel like there's a lot of change that you need to do in order to feel confident with yourself again, and you want to get there before really focusing on other people too heavily. Okay, listen to your gut with that. We have potential. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so excited for those of you who are deciding to make the healthier changes that you're waking up to this month. Honestly, Leo, I think this came up in your last weekly reading as well. It feels like this is a month of big change. Like I said, a lot of you may be quitting smoking or drinking, or this is like the beginning of your healthy eating journey, or the beginning of your working out journey, or something of that nature. This is where you start setting healthier boundaries with people. This is where you start speaking up for yourself. Fill in the blank, with whatever it is that is going on in your life. But there's so much potential in this new path that you're taking, this shift of direction you're taking. Wisdom is coming through. I am seeing spirit will send you the wisdom that you need to embark on this healthy path. So, for example, and it'll be very like blessed, okay? For example, you may just so happen to find a book, like a self-help book that you wanted to read to help you through whatever it is that you're changing or doing, and it's like 50% off. Or you just so happen to find it in like the library, That happened to me one time. I wanted to read a fiction book, and I never really ended up going to the library because I didn't have the money, but I was walking down the street one day, and there's like a lot of those little library shelves that people put on the front of their houses in my neighborhood, and a brand new copy of it was right there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So spirit may be giving you blessed like authors, speakers, teachers, people giving you good advice, even your friends and family, that will help you on your journey. They're giving you wisdom to help you make the changes that need to be made in your life. Okay, Spirit is saying keep yourself inspired in the beginning of this journey. You know, read up, do some research, become a master at what it is that you're struggling with. Yeah, that's Saturn energy. Saturn energy is coming out very, very strongly. So the deal with Saturn is that where it rules in our life, like the sign and the house that it rules in your natal chart, that area of life you're very like broke in during like the first 20 something years of your life, you know. For example, if someone had Saturn in Taurus, they would be very hard, like not having a lot of money, like really broke their whole life. And then due to the frustration of being broke their whole life, they may learn everything there is to learn about investments, money, how to maintain wealth, accounting, everything. It becomes like their thing, you know, and they become a master at that. And then later down the line, if they mastered that, then they actually excel in that, and that person may end up being a millionaire. Okay, now apply this to whatever area of life it applies to you. You know, people who, let's just say, grew up in a very unhealthy family, you know, knowing nothing about nutrition, knowing nothing about exercise or how the body works, you know, they may find so much frustration in that and start having all of these health issues. And then as a result of that frustration, learn everything there is to know about biology, about nutrition, about exercise, etc., and like the science behind it. And they may end up like an athlete later in life, or just really ripped and hot, you know what I mean? You could have multiple areas of life that like applies to you, you know. It doesn't even have to be physical. It could be mental. It could be anything, you know. People who grew up with, surrounded by addictions, you know, may think they're above addiction, but then they find their own addictive patterns in their life. Like maybe they have a lot of codependent, addictive relationships and friendships and things like that. And then once they understand and they're able to see it for what it is, they learn everything there is about not being in an unhealthy relationship or addictive cycle, and they become a master of that, and they may teach that to other people, okay? But the thing about Saturn is if you don't see the pattern, okay, if you feel like you're immune to it, or you play the victim, like this isn't my fault, Saturn will punish you. Okay, Saturn is not a planetary body or a deity, a spirit that will baby you. No, it's a tough love type of planet. And unfortunately, that's why a lot of people during their Saturn returns actually die. Like, I'm straight up honest, like around those ages of like 27, 28, 29, and then 50 something, whatever. A lot of people actually die during those years, and a lot of the times it's because they haven't mastered their Saturn placement, their Saturn energy, the things in their life that they just need to work really hard at doing themselves, that the universe isn't going to bless them in. It's something they have to work towards, okay? So I'm seeing a lot of Saturn energy coming through for you this July, working through a lot of the issues that have been accruing in your life. It's just like I'm seeing something reached a peak here. It's like, I can't do this any longer. No way. It's like, whatever it may be, like something bad happened. And I'm seeing frustration with that, but it leads to empowered change. So we're going to pull 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 from the Light Seers deck, 4 of Swords in reverse. Yes, healing. Yes, quitting something negative, taking a break from it, and letting your heart and your health heal. Absolutely, this is a month of healing. The Wheel of Fortune. You're changing your odds. You really are. Spirit is saying, like, how do I put this? As somebody who reads into the future, there are an infinite number of future paths for you, but a lot of them follow the same like guideline. It's like your most likely paths based off of everything you've done thus far and the current energy you're in. Like, you're most likely to go that way. You know, this is what your most likely future is. You broke out of your most likely future, which was negative, because you made this shift. and it wasn't necessarily fated for you. You created your own fate here, and you said, I'm not going to follow the tried and true path that was laid out before me, that I laid out before myself, you know. I'm changing things. I'm going to break these generational wounds. I'm going to break my own wounds, and I am going to choose the better path, the harder path, but the better path. And you changed your fortune because of that. I'm seeing a lot of you, whatever this change may be, Spirit is saying you just added many years back onto your life, or you just added so much more wealth and prosperity and happy memories onto your life. It's crazy. Whatever you did or are doing in July that involves you letting go of a really negative habit or pattern that you had, you completely changed the course of your life. I'm seeing a lot of you were literally destined to end up in really unhappy marriages or relationships, or be really unhealthy, have money problems for the rest of your life, whatever, fill in the blank, whatever your thing was. And you changed that. And now you're accessing a path that is happy. It's beautiful. Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so this isn't just physical things. Like, for some of you, this is like you're breaking out of negative relationships. Like the habit, the pattern of constantly getting into these non-committal types of connections. A lot of you are, I'm seeing, enjoying your connections, the casualness of them, but you might not feel ready for something deeper yet. You might not feel ready because you're trying to really focus on personal growth right now, which I think is admirable. Second row of cards out, fourth card, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You know what this feels like? This whole month feels like you're just taking time to be in solitude, and you're going to come back like brighter than ever, more beautiful than ever, shining, etc. Because right now you may feel like underappreciated, underseen. Like, where's everyone at? Where's my accolades? Where's my success? And you're literally disappearing off the map and working through the issues that exist for you, working really hard, and you're going to come back and everyone is going to be in awe at what you're doing and what you've done. Center of your spread, we have the Hermit. Yeah, so many cards of solitude, like being by myself. I'm going off the map. I'm going to come back a new person. That's what I'm seeing. Going off the map, coming back a new person. Absolutely. Center of your spread is the Hermit. Very spiritually connected as well. Yeah. A lot of conversations with the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. I am seeing that. A lot of meditation, connecting with yourself, journaling. We have Judgment in reverse. Yep. This is you. Like, you're having this judgment moment where it feels like a tower moment, honestly. Like, something had already happened. Okay, some stressors, whatever. And you're like, you know what? Enough is enough. Like, what the heck? What has led me to this moment? And you're taking a look at everything you've done, the patterns you've been in, and you're saying, that's it. Like, I'm rewriting the story. Judgment in reverse is saying, enough is enough. I'm letting go of the same thing I kept repeating over and over again, expecting something different. I'm letting that go. Death and rebirth. Exactly. Oh my gosh, Leo, you really are like going through a death and rebirth experience. You're killing the person that you were. And by the end of this month, you're coming out a totally new person. It's literally disappearing, coming back a different person. Absolutely. Major changes. The Chariot in reverse. Yeah, hiding away from the world a little bit. Being a quieter on social media, socially. I mean, you're not going to be a shut-in and a recluse. Like, you're definitely still going to have, like, you know, a social life and things like that, but like to take care of yourself. But for the most part, like you're keeping quiet, you're keeping calm, maybe not hanging out with people as much as you used to, and you're just going within yourself to fix things because you've been stuck in your comfort zone for too long, and that comfort zone was like eating you alive. Final card out, Queen of Cups. Can't ask for a better card. This is literally you healing and becoming a better person. And I feel that Spirit is sending you very wise individuals, teachers along the journey. Okay, so a lot of you may be following the wisdom of certain authors, teachers, gurus, therapists. There are other people in this journey that are supporting you and helping you and giving you the inspiration, knowledge, and wisdom to make the changes that you're looking to see. So it's very beautiful. I'm also seeing some time by the sea for some of you, or the ocean for some of you. So very, very cool. And I'm seeing a very specific visual of you going into a body of water and visualizing that water cleansing over you, and it's cleansing the person that you used to be. And I'm feeling it's like cold water, so it's like outdoor body of water. Could be like a lake too, or a creek or something, some natural body of water, and you are like sort of having a moment with yourself, like baptizing yourself almost, cleansing away the old version of you, the things you've dealt with, etc., and you're welcoming in this new you. It's very beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you've not already. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of the month ahead. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.